So, as many, if not all of you know, I am a trans man, and I have been on testosterone for over 7 years now. I started hormones back in December of 2017, and I've been using them ever since to have more alignment with my mind and body. And as many trans folks know, going to the doctor is a pain in the ass. It is frustrating and scary, and most of the time you're dealing with doctors who don't necessarily know what they're talking about, and they don't specialize in transgender individuals. But I found something, and I'm sure most of you know about this already, but thankfully the company I work for is offering this as a benefit for us this year. So I saw my very first doctor through Folks yesterday, and they are specializing in queer and gender diverse clientele. So primarily they work with trans folks, and they're very well they have a lot of knowledge about trans people, and it was one of the coolest experiences of my life. I signed up, I got an appointment with the doctor literally the same day, and it was the most chill interaction I've ever had with a doctor about my transness. She asked me very basic intake questions about like how long I've been on testosterone, what some of my goals are, what I want to continue seeing from it, how I'd like it to impact me from here on out. But it was also just a normal conversation. It wasn't like I was weird or strange or what I was doing was out of the ordinary. It was just very straightforward. And I met with her for an entire hour, and I was able to get testosterone available for pickup literally today at the pharmacy. She was knowledgeable enough to know that I should probably lower my dose. I don't need to be at a high dose anymore. Really, it's just for maintenance. We talked about what my other goals were for my transition here on out. We talked about other parts of my body that maybe have been impacted negatively from testosterone, and she was able to give me some prescriptions for that as well. But this is such a great solution for people that either don't have insurance or just don't generally feel comfortable going to their primary care doctor about transgender issues, generally speaking. And I know I'm very privileged. My company is paying for the membership, but it is fairly affordable if that is an option for you. It's $299 per year for the membership, or $40 a month, and then they can directly ship you your hormones immediately, like within days. So if you do injections, she said it was about $80 for a 3-month supply, and that includes the testosterone, syringes, needles. I think it comes with like a disposal tub for needles as well. And then you can also do gel, which is the option that I opted for because I'm sick and tired of sticking myself with a needle every week. And I believe for out of pocket, that is $127 for a 3-month supply. So it's a really great option if you're a trans person that doesn't feel comfortable going to the doctor, or you just want something virtual, or you have insurance and you can use it. So for me, I have Cigna, they're covered through Cigna, and I was able to see my doctor for my copay, which is $15, and then I'll be able to pick up my 3-month supply from the pharmacy, which comes out to $3 for the 3-month supply. They do labs, they do mental health, they do primary care, and they send referrals out. So if you ever do need a referral for a specialist, they can do that for you. But I think even cooler, they can send you letters for changing your gender marker. They can write letters for gender-affirming surgeries. So if you're new to your trans experience, or you've been doing this for a long time like me, I highly recommend checking out Folks. It was truly the most like gender euphoric doctor's appointment I've ever had. And yeah, I'm happy to discuss this with anyone. If you have any questions, just let me know.